Hello students. So I have completed haloalkenes and haloarenes. We'll be starting with the new lesson, that is alcohols, phenols and ethers. So we have discussed in the previous video about haloalkenes and haloarenes. We have seen their properties, physical as well as chemical properties and preparation. In this video, we'll be discussing about alcohols, phenols and ether. So we'll begin with alcohols. What do you mean by alcohols? How they are represented? So alcohols are generally represented as ROH. It means that when an OH group is attached to an alkyl group, it forms alcohol. So we say that compounds in which hydrogen atom of aliphatic hydrocarbon is replaced by OH group are called as alcohols. So we'll consider a formula here, general formula. We'll consider and methane. So methane is an hydrocarbon, that is aliphatic hydrocarbon. So what do we say? When the hydrogen atom of an hydrocarbon is replaced by which group we are saying? Replaced by OH group. So let us represent all the hydrogen atom around methane. There are 4 hydrogen atom. So what we are saying? One of the hydrogen will be replaced by which group? It will be replaced by OH group. So the replacement of the hydrogen atom by OH group will form an alcohol. So we'll see that we are keeping 3 hydrogen as it is, and one of the hydrogen is replaced by OH group. Now this becomes an alcohol. CH4 is an alkane, whereas CH3OH becomes an alcohol which is obtained by replacing which group? OH group. So this is our alcohol. So why it is alcohol? Why? Because it is associated with OH group. Then next, let us go with the phenols. So what are phenols? How they are represented? What is the general formula we write? So phenols are the compounds in which the hydrogen atom of the aromatic hydrocarbon. So I hope you remember aromatic. Whenever you hear the term aromatic, what will flash in your mind? Benzene. Aromatic refers to, usually benzene compounds will be studying in this level, is replaced by OH group are called phenol. So what do we say? We'll write benzene. So benzene has how many carbon atoms? 6 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen. C6H6 is the formula for benzene. So it is a bond line formula. We don't represent hydrogen atom, but each carbon is associated with the hydrogen atom. You have to remember this. So in benzene, what is the formula? C6H6. It has a 6 hydrogen atom, and each hydrogen atom is present on each carbon atom. So the hydrogen atom of the benzene ring, if it is replaced by OH group, so what we are saying? One of the hydrogen atom of the benzene ring should be replaced by OH group. Then we call it as what? Phenols. We'll write it benzene. We have replaced one of the hydrogen by OH. Remember why we are not representing the hydrogen? Why? Because it is a bond line formula. There is no need. It is understood. Next we'll go with ethers. So what are ethers? Ethers are represented by the general formula ROR, where R can be either a aryl group or an alkyl group. So we'll see the definition here. What are ethers? So the substitution of an hydrogen atom in a hydrocarbon by an alkoxy or aryl oxy group yields another class of compounds known as ethers. So what do you mean by the term alkoxy and aryl oxy group? Alkoxy means alkyl group and oxygen, whereas aryl oxy means what? Where R is an alkyl group, whereas aryl oxy means what? Benzene ring or aryl group bonded to oxygen. So this becomes your aryl oxy group, and RO, where R is an alkyl group, becomes your alkoxy group. We'll take an example for alkoxy group. We'll consider R as CH3O. So CH3 is an alkyl group. CH3O minus is nothing but which group? Methoxy group. So such alkyl group associated with oxygen we call methoxy, and the substitution of hydrogen atom in a hydrocarbon by alkoxy or aryl oxy group forms ether. So we'll consider an hydrocarbon. So we'll consider methane again. So one of the hydrogen is replaced by alkoxy. So we'll consider an example of methoxy. So we'll replace H by what? OCH3. We'll retain that 3H as it is. H is replaced by OCH3. Remember, bonding takes place through oxygen, or oxygen is a bridge between two alkyl group. You can remember in this way. So this is your methoxy group and it forms what? Ether, ROR. Similarly, we'll replace one of the hydrogen by aryl oxy group. So when you replace it by aryl oxy group, already you are having C. It has 3 hydrogen atoms. So CH3 and O oxygen. Then O is bonded to what? Benzene ring. So we'll represent that benzene ring, that is nothing but aryl oxy group. So here you are having RO, so ROR, sorry, so it becomes what? Ether. You are having an alkyl group, you are having an aryl group which is bonded through oxygen. So they both have the general formula ROR, where R can be either alkoxy or aryl oxy group. Or you can define ethers in another way. So already we have discussed about alcohols and phenol. So in alcohol and phenol, which is a functional group, we are having OH group. It is also called as what? Hydroxyl group. So the substitution of the hydroxyl group of an alcohol or a phenol by an substitution of the hydrogen atom of the hydroxyl group of an alcohol or phenol by an alkyl or aryl group forms ether. So let us consider the example for alcohol and phenol. We'll take common example ROH. So H of an hydroxyl group is replaced by which group? It is replaced by an aryl group. So we'll alkyl group. So it forms what? ROR. It is nothing but what we call it as ethers. We'll take one example to understand it. So we'll make use of CH3OH. So we'll replace the hydrogen atom by another alkyl group, that is methyl group. So when H is replaced by CH3, CH3 goes to the place of H. So what we get? CH3O, CH3. So it is nothing but we call it as what? Ethers. Similarly, we'll take another example, that is of phenol. So phenol is represented how? When one of the hydrogen of benzene ring is replaced by which group? By OH group. So it forms what we say? It forms phenol. So the hydrogen of the hydroxyl group, if it is replaced by any alkyl or aryl group, so we'll consider an aryl group here. We'll take a benzene ring. So this H is replaced by what? It is replaced by CH3 group. So we'll write it as a CH3. Or else even you can consider a benzene ring. Here you can consider a benzene ring. So one of the hydrogen atom is replaced by the benzene ring. On the number of OH groups in their structure, alcohols and phenols may be classified as mono, di, tri or polyhydric compounds depending on whether they contain 1, 2, 3 or many hydroxyl groups. So let us consider an example. We'll consider an example of methanol and phenol. Methanol is CH3OH, phenol is OH attached to an benzene ring. So these two are called as monohydric in nature. I hope you know mono refers to one. So you can observe here both of these contain only one OH group. Hence we call them as what? Monohydric in nature. Next we'll consider an example for dihydric. So we'll consider ethane 1, 2 diol. So you can observe here we are having how many OH group? 2 OH group. Similarly, we'll consider a benzene ring bonded to 2 OH group. So what do we observe here? Since both are having 2 OH group. So 1, 2. In the next also you can see it is having 2 OH groups. So what we say, these are dihydric in nature. So number of OH group, we say them as depending on that hydric in nature. So if it is one monohydric, if there are two dihydric. Similarly, we'll consider an example for trihydric. It means what? It should have how many OH group? 3 OH groups. So we'll consider an example CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. So you can observe in this structure how many OH groups are there? 3. Similarly, we'll represent a benzene ring onto which we represent 3 OH group. Since there are how many OH group? We are saying there are 3 OH groups. So you can observe 1, 2, 3, and here also you can observe 1, 2, 3. 3 OH groups are present. Hence these are trihydric in nature. If more than 3 are present, we call them as polyhydric in nature. So this is the classification based. Next is classification of monohydric alcohols. So these alcohols and phenols as well are classified into two types: compound containing sp3 hybridized carbon OH bond and sp2 hybridized carbon OH bond. So we'll go with the first we will find out the how will you know the hybridization, as I have discussed in my previous video. So let us take an example of ethanol. So OH is attached to the carbon atom. We'll just show how many bonds that carbon atom is surrounded by. We'll rewrite the structure. So CH3C, it is having two hydrogen atom, that means two different bonds with hydrogen, and it is bonded to OH. Now count on how many side is the carbon atom to which OH is bonded to. So we see that it is bonded on 4 sides. So remember the trick I had said you. So 1 2 3 4, 1 yes, P can be written thrice, so P. So how many times yes we are having? 1, and 3 times P. So it is undergoing which hybridization? sp3 hybridization. So what is the nature of the bond? It is OH is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, so we call it as sp3 hybridized carbon OH bond. So based on this we have classified. Let us take another example to find out the sp2 hybridized carbon. One thing you have to remember, that in benzene ring all the carbons are sp2 hybridized. So we'll consider the carbon to which OH is bonded. So that carbon is bonded to on the double bond one side, single bond one side, and one to OH. Remember, whether it is a single bond or double bond, it is considered as a single electron pair. So we'll consider it as a one side. So only sides you have to remember, not the bonds totally. So it is bonded on 3 sides. So 1, 2 and 3. So when it is bonded on 3 side, 1 yes, P can be written thrice, but here we are having only 2, so S and twice P. So the carbon in benzene ring is undergoing which hybridization? sp2 hybridization, and the nature of the bond here is carbon sp2 hybridized OH bond. So based on these two categories, we have classified the alcohols and the phenols. Next, let us consider the compounds in detail, that is compounds containing sp3 hybridized carbon OH bond. So when you consider the compounds containing sp3 hybridized carbon OH bond, remember one thing: OH group should be bonded to which carbon atom? sp3 hybridized carbon atom, and based on the structure you can easily find out the hybridization. So in this, the first one which we will be studying is primary alcohol. I hope you remember the primary, secondary and tertiary halides. Similarly, here you will be studying primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So the difference here is, there it was halide, here it is nothing but which group? OH group. So what do you mean by a primary alcohol? So OH group should be attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, which is either present alone or it should be bonded to only one carbon atom. So we'll see the nature of the carbon atom here. So we'll split the structure and write so that we understand it in a more better way. So we observe here that OH is bonded to a carbon atom, and that carbon is surrounded by only one carbon atom. Hence this carbon atom is a primary carbon atom, and since OH is attached to primary carbon atom, we call it as which alcohol? We call it as an primary alcohol. Similarly, we'll take an example for secondary alcohol. We'll consider CH3, CH and CHOH and CH3. Now here again we'll split the structure and write so that we understand it in a more better way. So we are having C, it is having 3 hydrogen atom, will represent those. Next it is bonded to what? C, which is associated with OH, as well as it is having 1 hydrogen atom, and it is further bonded to CH3, C, then 3HV represent here. Now see, OH is bonded to a carbon atom. That carbon is surrounded by the sides by how many carbon atom? 2 carbon atoms. Since it is surrounded by 2 carbon atom, it becomes which carbon? Secondary carbon. And since OH is bonded to secondary carbon atom, we call it as a secondary alcohol. So I hope it is clear. What do you mean by primary alcohol? What do you mean by secondary alcohol? Next is tertiary alcohol. So let us take an example here. CH3, 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 and to that we'll write OH. Now look at the structure. You can see OH is bonded to the carbon atom, and that carbon is surrounded by how many carbon atoms? 3 carbon atom, or bonded to 3 carbon atom. Hence it becomes our tertiary carbon, and since OH is attached to tertiary carbon, it becomes our tertiary alcohol. So this is the classification, that is primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. Next is allylic alcohol. So I hope you remember allylic halides. Before that, we'll just recall what was allylic carbon. So allylic carbon is an sp3 hybridized carbon which is present next to sp2 hybridized carbon. So we will recall here. So we remember sp3 hybridized carbon which will be bonded on 4 side, present to sp3 hybridized carbon present next to sp2 hybridized carbon, we call it as what? Allylic carbon. And if OH group is attached to allylic carbon, we call them as allylic alcohol. Let us consider an example here. So CH2 double bond CH2OH. So we'll try to understand here now which is our allylic carbon atom. So we'll represent here CH2. We'll just split the structure here. So C, it is bonded to hydrogen atom, then again single bond, then again C is having 2 hydrogen atom, and then it is bonded to what? OH. So what do we observe here? Carbon is surrounded on how many sides? 4 sides. See, by now you should be very perfect that if it is bonded on 4 sides, it is sp3 hybridization. If it is bonded on 3 sides, it is sp2 hybridization, and if it is bonded on two sides, it is sp hybridization. So 4 sides, since it is 4 side, sp3. This is 3 sides, so it becomes which hybridization? sp2. Remember the sides, not the total number of bonds. So what do we observe here? sp3 hybridized carbon atom present next to sp2, so it is allylic carbon. And since OH group is attached to allylic carbon atom, we call it as what? Allylic alcohol. So we call such alcohols as allylic alcohol, in which OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom present next to sp2 hybridized carbon. Consider these are the examples. So we observe here, these are all are allylic alcohol. So we'll find out whether it is a primary, secondary, or tertiary. So sp2 hybridized carbon atom, next to it is an sp3 hybridized carbon atom. OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, and since that carbon is surrounded by how many carbon atoms? We'll see. First we'll find out it is an allylic alcohol, and this carbon is attached to only one carbon atom, hence it is a primary alcohol. So we say that these are primary alcohols. We'll go with the next example. In the next, we'll find out whether it is an allylic alcohol first. So this is an sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Next to it is an sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Why? Because surrounded by 4 sides. OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Hence it is an allylic alcohol. So we'll see the nature of the carbon atom to which OH is attached. So that carbon is surrounded by 2 different carbon atoms. So it becomes which alcohol? Secondary alcohol. Similarly, we'll go with the next, that is it is an sp3 hybridized carbon atom present next to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So it is an allylic alcohol. And since it is surrounded by 3 carbon atom, that is the carbon to which OH is bonded, it becomes an tertiary alcohol. Thus we can say that allylic alcohol can be primary, secondary, or tertiary. So next is benzylic alcohol. I hope you remember what do you mean by benzylic carbon. So we'll just recall it. So we'll consider a benzene ring, and to that one thing you have to remember here, in benzene ring, what is the hybridization of each carbon atom? See, it is bonded to 3 sides. So it is always sp2 hybridized. So remember that in benzene ring, all the carbon atoms are undergoing which hybridization? sp2 hybridization. And if an carbon which is sp3 hybridized is attached directly to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom of benzene ring, we call such carbon as benzylic carbon, and if OH group is attached to benzylic carbon, we call it as benzylic alcohol. So we'll consider an example. So this is a carbon, will show an attachment of OH group, then H and H. So here you can observe this is a carbon which is undergoing which hybridization? sp3, because surrounded by 4 sides. It is directly bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of benzene ring. Hence it becomes a benzylic carbon. And since OH group is attached to benzylic carbon, we call it as what? Benzylic alcohol. And benzylic alcohols can even be primary, secondary and tertiary. So let us find out using these examples here. So in the first example, you can observe that you are having a carbon atom which is sp3 hybridized and is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon of benzene ring. It is an benzylic alcohol. Why? Because OH is attached to benzylic carbon, and the carbon to which the OH is attached is surrounded by only how many carbon atom? One carbon atom. Hence it is a primary carbon. So it is which type of benzylic alcohol? It is an primary benzylic alcohol. Similarly, you can observe in the second example what we are having here. This is which carbon atom? sp2 hybridized carbon atom of a benzene ring is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom to which OH group is attached. Hence it is which alcohol? It is an benzylic alcohol. And what about the sp3 hybridized carbon? It is surrounded by totally how many carbon atoms? You can see here it is surrounded by 1, then 2 and 3 carbon atom. So if it is surrounded by 3, it becomes which alcohol? Carbon, tertiary carbon. And since OH is attached to tertiary carbon, it is nothing but which alcohol? Tertiary alcohol. Similarly, we'll go with the next one. So you will see here benzene ring is attached to, that is sp2 hybridized carbon atom attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So here we say it is nothing but which alcohol? Benzylic alcohol. And benzylic carbon is surrounded by how many carbon atom? So we observe that it is surrounded by 2 different carbon atom. Hence we call it as an secondary alcohol. Next is compounds containing carbon sp2 hybridized OH bond. So here clearly I have said you will be studying the type where OH is attached directly to which carbon atom? sp2 hybridized carbon atom, and sp2 means it should be bonded on how many sides? 3 sides. Here you will be studying 2 types, that are vinylic alcohols and phenols. So vinylic alcohols and phenols. So we'll go with first vinylic alcohol. So what do you mean by vinylic alcohol? We'll understand it. So in vinylic alcohol, you will be having which OH is attached to which carbon atom? I have said you it's directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So you can see in this example, we have taken an example. This carbon is sp2 hybridized and OH is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom, and such alcohols we call them as what? Vinylic alcohol, and the carbon also is called as vinylic carbon. So sp2 hybridized carbon atom to which OH group is attached, we call it as what? Vinylic alcohol. Similarly, the next one, that is phenol. As we have already discussed about it, what do we say? Hydrogen atom of a benzene ring is replaced by OH group, and since all the carbon atoms in benzene ring are undergoing which hybridization? sp2 hybridization. So the carbon is bonded to which group? OH group. And what is the nature of that carbon? It is sp2 hybridized. So the sp2 hybridized carbon bonded to OH group, we call it as what? Phenol. So these are the 2 types which we study. Next is ethers. So what is the there are 2 types in ethers, that is simple or symmetrical, mixed or unsymmetrical. What are ethers? What is the general formula? ROR, where R can be either an alkyl group or aryl group. So it is very easy to remember. See, if it is simple or symmetrical, and mixed or unsymmetrical. So if in case of simple, both the R groups are same. So CH3O, CH3. So you can see here both the R groups are same. Hence we call it as simple or symmetrical. If both the R groups are different, we call them as mixed or unsymmetrical. So we'll consider CH3O, C2H5. So here you can observe that the 2 alkyl groups are different. One is ethyl, another is methyl. And such ethers we call them as mixed or unsymmetrical. Just take down the notes, refer the notes. See, these are the notes for the above explanation, whichever we have done. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.